Now, the Senate has confirmed Catherine Tai as the Biden administration's new trade representative. Of all the pressing issues she's got, it includes a proposed trade deal with the UK in the aftermath of Brexit. Some senators are vowing to oppose the deal unless Britain upholds the terms of the Good Friday peace accords on Northern Ireland, which, to be fair, that they certainly seem to be doing as a result of the last negotiations. President Biden underscored his own commitment to the Northern Ireland Agreement in talks with the Irish Prime Minister a short time ago.
You know my view and the view of my predecessor, of the Obama-Biden administration on the Good Friday agreements. We strongly support them, think it's critically important to be maintained. And the political and economic stability of Northern Ireland is very much in the interest of all our peoples, people-to-people ties.
Dame Karen Pierce is the British ambassador to the United States. Dame Karen joins me from Washington tonight. Ambassador, thank you for taking the time. How are you going to convince the US administration that the Northern Ireland, the Good Friday Agreement is OK, bearing in mind that the European Commission has just launched legal action claiming the UK is breaking the protocol on Northern Ireland as a result of its actions in terms of the withdrawal agreement?
Well, the first thing I'd say is happy St. Patrick's Day to all our Irish and Irish-American friends. And the second thing is that Boris Johnson and the British government are deeply committed to the Good Friday Agreement and have pledged not to introduce a hard border on the island of Ireland. He's made that very clear to the Irish government, and our Secretary of State has made it very clear to Chairman Neil and other members of the Friends of Ireland caucus here on St. Patrick's Day and yesterday and the day before. With the infraction proceedings that the EU have launched, we think it's not necessary to go down that particular route, but I would point out that there are some 900 infractions a year that the EU deals with from member states. So hopefully that gives you some sense of proportion. What has happened is that we had to introduce some temporary practical measures so that deliveries could get through to Northern Ireland shops and suppliers.
The issue, that, of course, of a free trade agreement, in the last administration, I suppose there was a possibility for that more. Oh, I beg your pardon. I hope there's a possibility for that for more. Hopefully you can hear me still when I put my mic back on. But how are you going to convince the administration to move forward fast with a free trade agreement with the United Kingdom?
Well, Catherine Tai has just been confirmed unanimously as the new US trade representative. And our trade secretary, we hope, will be speaking to her early next week. So congratulations to Ms. Tai on that. We don't want to put ourselves under a deadline on negotiating a free trade agreement. We want a good, comprehensive agreement rather than a fast one. But we will be talking to USTR and working out what is possible, given that the Biden administration also wants to get a lot of domestic legislation through, as your previous interview was showing. So we understand that, but we want to have a good, thorough conversation about what might be possible in the short term.
Ultimately, Ambassador, I mean, the new British Strategic Review came out, Global Britain in a Competitive Age. And I've spoken to various ministers on this programme about the various trade relationships, and I understand how significant trade is in your own portfolio. But how do you convince the Americans to continue to regard Britain as a player where, besides nuclear weapons, for example, when next door the EU is such a larger market demanding of their attention?
Well, if we look at it purely from the markets and trade point of view, there's obviously a bigger equation when it comes to security. The EU is the third largest economy in the world, taken as one single market, but the UK is the fifth largest. And we're the largest single investor in the US and vice versa. So we already have a very strong bilateral economic relationship. And if we want to make a difference to things like protectionism and free and fair trade, then US and UK are natural partners for all the reasons of our common law system and our support for open markets. The issues that have so far bedeviled a US-EU trade agreement are still there, notably on agriculture and audio-visual. So I don't think it's the case that America would quickly be able to have a deal with the European Union. But we've got a lot of things to work out together. That includes the EU, US, UK. We've got to sort out economic resilience and supply chains. And those are some of the things we'll be concentrating on. As Britain, we have the presidency of the G7 this year, and Boris Johnson will hold a summit in June. And these are some of the areas we'll be looking at together.
And we hope, Dame Karen, that you will join us as the year moves on. You and I will get a chance to talk about these issues more often. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate your time,
I'd like
Ambassador.
that. Thank you.
Thank you.